Phu Quoc, a beautiful island to the south of Vietnam. It's known for its pristine white beaches and untouched natural environment, being a hidden gem in Vietnam for several years. But soon that's going to change. A lot of development is going on in Phu Quoc now and is going to be the next big tourist destination of Vietnam, to the liking of Bali or Phuket. With that being said, we're going to explore 3 of the resort towns here on Phu Quoc Island today, and we're going to see what they look like and when they might be done. So with this being said, guys, let's go on an adventure. So guys, we're at one of the resort towns here, and as you can see, we're kind of in this flower dome thing with slides and with these steps that are coming up. But this is one of the resort towns that we're going to be visiting today, and it still isn't officially open yet, but it's definitely on its way. It's pretty close. Yeah, let's go explore. Crossing this, oh, it's really stable actually. Thought it was gonna be a little more bouncy. Yeah, well let's go down this slide. Here. This is not nearly as fun as I thought it was gonna be. All right. But anyways, guys, what we're gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna walk around this resort town. I'm gonna show you guys essentially what it looks like. It's crazy how fast they're developing this island. So as you guys can see, this place is enormous, and it literally just popped out of nowhere. All this land was essentially uninhabited, or there might have been some locals, but it wasn't nearly to the extent of this size. I mean, this is just, it's insane how fast they built it. Because Vietnam has a very strong goal of wanting to make Phu Quoc like the next Bali, like the next big international tourist destination. By 2030, they're wanting to have at least 5 million tourists per year here. And there are several things that they're doing to make that a possibility. They're making the ports larger so bigger vessels can come, so possibly cruise ships in the future. They built an international airport in 2012, and they extended it in 2018. They've built an international hospital, and this is only one of the 3 big resort towns that they've built so far on the island. So this is the first one we're visiting today, and then we'll go over to some of the others. But Vietnam definitely has some very big plans for Phu Quoc. So guys, we've just looked at this first resort, this resort town, and it's a town. And you can see just how large this place is. I mean, it's going to house thousands and thousands of people, and this is only one of them. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go to the second one, and then there's one last one we'll go to at the end. Yeah guys, we're gonna go see all these resort towns, and you're just gonna see how big of a change it's going to make to this island. I mean, the island is going to completely change. So with that being said, guys, let's get on the road and let's head on to the next resort town. Now guys, we are at, excuse me, guys, we are now at the second resort town, and this one is smaller, or the smallest of the three, but it's very well, I mean, it's essentially all done, as you guys can see, but for the most part, there's nothing here, and that's partially because of obviously the global pandemic and everything. They've done all the construction, but there's nobody here to really fill up the spaces. So if you look inside of these buildings, here, let's go and look inside of this one. Well, you'll see that all the outsides, the landscapes, everything is done except for the inside here. So they've essentially halted construction on the inside until tourists start coming again. So yeah, but it's definitely very eerie to walk around here because there's just nobody here. I was gonna get some drone footage here, but I got told off by one of the security guards. So even though this is the smallest one, I think they're the most strict. But then also it might be because there's literally nobody here, whereas there were tons of people at that other place. So they probably just don't care as much. Another thing, guys, you probably noticed I'm not wearing the same shirt. At the first resort, I was there this morning and the sun was starting to come up and it was already getting hot. So I took a break through the middle of the day when it's the hottest, and now we're here in the mid-afternoon when the sun isn't nearly as hot. And it's better for filming anyways. So just so you guys know why my outfit's completely different. So yeah guys, we're gonna go to the last resort now. I probably won't be able to film too much because this last one is the one that's the busiest in the sense of they're still doing a lot of construction. So I probably can't stick around there too much, but I can show you guys a little bit of it. So yeah, let's go. Bumpity bumpity. So if you guys can see, we've been driving along all these kind of metal fences here along the highway, and this is all going to be developed. So it's the amount of development here is going to be immense. I mean, there's already what they've put up. The resort towns are going to be showing you is already a lot, but what they're doing now, I mean, the entire island is going to be developed very soon. Well, not the entire. There's going to be a national park up in the north, or there has been, and that'll be untouched. But all of this area, it's all going to be developed, so it's going to be a very different island in 5 years' time. And yeah, there's literally billions of dollars of not only local but also foreign investment being poured into all of these development projects. So it's yeah, it's definitely it's big. So sometimes you have to do. So guys, as you see, we're at the next resort town. And so this part isn't as busy as where we're gonna go afterwards. But it still isn't as finished as the first one that we went to. And as you can see, there's a concurrent theme going on. There's a lot of this kind of Italian, European, type of look, Greek type of look going on at a lot of these places. They're trying to make it look semi-Mediterranean. And yeah, because I think the majority of the tourists who are going to be coming here are going to be coming from either China or Korea or other parts of Asia. So it's catering a little bit more to those types of tourists. So guys, we've arrived to the last part of these resort towns, and I'm walking out on essentially this harbor that they've created. Here you can see, so they've created this harbor. Over here, it's one of the longest cable cars, sea cable cars in the world, I think. If not the longest. I can't remember. I'll double check that. But right now they're doing some renovations to it. So with these super ambitious goals that they have on Phu Quoc, obviously this type of rapid development comes with its pros and cons. The pros, I mean, Vietnam is going to see a good increase in their tourism sector, and they're gonna have higher quality jobs through this. I mean, they're gonna just be thousands of job openings because of this, you know, in hospitality and entertainment. And yeah, it's gonna be a very big boom for Vietnam. And with that being said, I mean, Vietnam is one of the only countries that had growth last year because of COVID. And they are just one of the up and coming countries when it comes to their economic growth. So it's a very exciting time to be in Vietnam. The cons is such rapid development usually results in environmental problems, and which then results in problems with the local population, dealing with just this huge surge of numbers who are, you know, tourists and people who are going to start living here because of these jobs. And I'm sure that Vietnam is going to have it under control. But waste management and water quality is already a little bit of an issue on the island. But with the right investment, that shouldn't be an issue as long as they get it under control. But with that being said, with any projects, there's always pros and cons, right? But this is definitely very interesting to see. I mean, Phu Quoc is going to be a completely different island soon. So if you guys haven't been to Phu Quoc and want to see it during this time, it's not like there's not tons of things to do on the island yet because all of this construction is still ongoing. But if you want to see it during this construction phase, right before everything opens, this is definitely the time to come visit because it's a very interesting time. You won't see Phu Quoc like this again. It'll be completely different 2, 3, 4, 5 years time. So I'm definitely looking forward to coming and visiting in about 5 years time. But anyways guys, with all that being said, this is it. The video about the resort towns of Phu Quoc and how the development of Phu Quoc is just exploding now. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm always coming out with content once a week, and I'm trying to do it twice a week now. But let me know what you thought about this type of content. I'm trying to provide different angles and different types of content, vloggy types, more of this type of video content where I'm describing some historical or economic plans with the countries that I'm visiting. Right now it's Vietnam. So let me know, guys, what do you guys think? But with that being said, you guys have a really nice day, really nice night. It's almost evening here, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. So peace, guys. Oh shit, still recording.